just at the very beginning of the game, popped up with the rib. Was that something that happened, or that?
I think it happened in the Golden State game. I don't remember exactly what happened, but after that, I just started feeling it yesterday. So that was
But
it.
obviously able to go. I guess can you then flip to the very last possession? Kind of just walk us through what you saw and how that played out.
Well, we wanted to zipper me up to get a catch. It was only 4 seconds left, so Doc drew the play up for me to get a catch and pretty much get downhill and attack. And got the catch. I lined him up, crossed over. I got to my right hand, and he was on the side of me, and he was coming downhill like he was trying to recover. And I went into a step back. He just made a good play on the ball. Usually guys, they'll kind of plant when they're going one direction and try to recover, and he just, his feet never stopped moving. When I looked at the replay, he was going this way, and then his feet just kind of kept crawling up underneath me. And usually I would shoot that shot a little bit quicker, but I felt like I had a little bit more space than I did, and he just made a good play on me.
Just on that final defensive possession, what were you thinking the coverage was with Brook? I know it looked like you guys got a little mixed up on.
Yeah, I mean, it was. We had a lot of just miscommunications. I was on the ball. They called Brook up to get a switch to put Brook on the ball. They got the switch. Brook called the switch, and it's one of our coverages when Brook gets put in that type of situation on the perimeter. We run somebody at the ball, and we just double the ball, make them throw it out, and then we rotate. And I knew that it was the clock was winding down. So once I saw Brook on the wing by itself, I went to double, and I was coming from the side of him. So when I came over to double, Brook backed out, and he kind of started going downhill, and he ended up shooting a floater, but. It was just, a miscommunication at the wrong time of the game.
Just defensively against D'Lo kind of the whole night. Just what you see that you guys weren't able to kind of contain him.
I mean, he made a lot of tough shots. I think just seeing him play for years now, that he's a streaky shooter, he's a streaky scorer. He can have a night. And I think tonight he saw the ball go in early. With Brian being out, he had the ball in his hands a lot more. And, when you got the ball in your hands a lot more, it creates rhythm, especially for a player that can score and can shoot the ball. And once he saw a few go in, it was, he started to make the tough ones. They played a lot of those pick and roll actions with slips and stuff like that, so he was able to get to the middle game. But, in this league, you got guys that can score. Once they see it go in early, they could have a night. And I thought he just, he hit a lot of big shots.
In the second half, Doc was telling you guys pick up the ball, pick up the pace, and he was saying he knew that you saw that was the case before he even mentioned it. What did you see from that perspective?
They're a team that has a lot of size and length, and when you play slow, it's to their benefit because they can clog up the lane, they can just kind of use their length and be in the gaps. But when you play with pace, teams aren't able to get set, teams aren't able to kind of take you out of the things that you want to do. And I think in the second half when we picked our pace up, we was able to play against the defense when it wasn't set. AD's not sitting at the rim waiting. They're not communicating their coverages as effective because they're not in position to, because we getting the ball up the court, we running up the court. And I knew that would help us. And I thought that was what allowed us to come back, take the lead, and we just put ourselves in a dogfight. And when you get in a dogfight on another team's court where they got some talented guys out there, you open yourself up for a back-and-forth game. And I think we built like a 6-point lead, and then they hit a couple threes, off miscommunications, us blowing coverages. And that kept them alive, Once we kind of extended the lead to, I think, 6 it was like 6 or something like that. If we get a stop there, we come down and have a good offensive possession, that might be the game. But, instead we give up a 3, we come down, score again, we give up another 3, and now they got action. And, they made the plays and we didn't.
Knowing how your offense has been executing as of late, how do you set that pace as opposed to adjusting it mid-game?
I think you just got to come out and, especially as the guy with the ball, you got to kind of be the engine. You got to make the team run, with pace. I got to push the ball up, and that encourages everybody to have to kind of move with the ball. I mean, that goes for all of our ball handlers. We just got to have that mentality so that we're not having to play in the set half court as much as we did to start the game, and it's like I said, it's easier for them to guard because of the size and the length that they have.
You and Giannis, both big play-making numbers, and there's that stretch, I think Doc alluded to, like the third quarter, so you guys are really playing off each other a lot. Just had that feel, what you guys kind of see just playing off each other on the floor today.
I mean, we know that when me and him are both involved in action, there's going to be a lot of attention on it. And I'm going to be a threat to shoot the ball. He's going to be a threat in the pocket. He's going to be a threat at the rim. He's going to be a threat to make the next play. And we definitely building on that and moving in the right direction. I think, obviously, we want to win games. You want to win every game, but I think we almost 20 games over 500. The season is coming closer and closer to the end, and as much as we want to win games and not have, a game like this that we should win up 6, under 2 minutes, I think the most important thing for us is like the journey, and the process and the kind of progress that we make. And I think for me and him, the better we can be in the two-man game and the more we can, have moments like we had tonight where we're playing off each other, we're making plays, we're making shots, and the game is coming down to one of us, making a decision or making a shot. And then we add Chris to that. It's another layer to it. But I think that's what is about for us, is making sure that we continue to grow in that way. And when it's supposed to, we'll be winning those games that way. We'll be able to lean on it like we did tonight. We just came up short.